people come over to our house,
Yeah.
we just tell them to hook up to that?
If we want them to, yeah. So, welcome to MacBean's Cottage Fitness, Farms and Prepping. We are making BLTs for breakfast. Well, late breakfast. That's just kind of the way it is here. So, thanks for joining in. I know it's the weekend. Pop in, say hello, say something in chat, hit the thumbs up, all that good YouTube stuff. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with cleaning the cast iron. So I cooked a bunch of bacon with this last time. So now we got to clean it up. How do we clean it? Very simple. A little bit of oil and salt. What? No soap? Never soap. Do not use dish soap on cast iron. All right. Basically a little oil. Bunch of salt in there. Take a paper towel, fold it a few times, and just scrub dub. The salt acts as the abrasive, which gets everything cleaned up. And the oil just helps with the temper and the seasoning. So you just breathe. After you do this for a while, you end up getting a very, very clean. And we just rinse it out with hot water. No soap. Use soap. Yeah, you take the seasoning out of it, things start sticking to it. Thou shalt not use soap on cast iron. One of those cardinal rules. You just rinse it out really well. Just to get the salt out of there. And then you put it on the burner and you heat it on low to dry all that moisture out of there. And once you got all the moisture out, life is good. So while we're doing that, let's get ready for everything else. I am uploading on my farms channel, me picking the veggies. So I waddled out into the mud, because we did get rain. And I got green pepper and a bunch of leaf lettuce that we're going to be using. T. Killian, how we doing? I'm doing fine. Thanks for joining in. Remember to hit the thumbs up, people. It helps my algorithm, as they say. So the lettuce, put the lettuce in a strainer, and then we'll clean it. So the only thing I got to do is clean the soil off it. You just run under cold water and flip it around a few times. This will rinse all the dirt off it, bug tracks, other bug stuff, whatever might be there. And then I'll do this a few times just to make sure I get it clean. I just set it off the side and let it drain. Same thing with the green pepper, I'll rinse it off. Now we're not going to use this in the sandwiches, so it's going to be kind of a side dish. Because, remember, you get all the vitamins and minerals from it. Hey, now, how we doing? Good morning. So we are making BLTs for breakfast. The late breakfast, but still breakfast. So my garden is not producing them yet. Although I do have some green ones. So I do have to buy them. Pick me up a nice beef steak one. And when I'm cooking, I try to clean as I go. And try to keep the surface mostly clean. On the cutting pads, I use these little plastic ones. I used to use a granite one, but I realized that was dulling my blades. Started thinking about, cutting against a brick. So plastic. Cut the plastic up, not your knife. And remember, my friend at Cutco Knives, Lucky O'Day. Appreciate any support, Tim. I really like the knives. I think they're worth the money I spent for them. So I got heat on here. Sometimes I'll just kind of move it around so the water evaporates. The whole idea is you want to get all the moisture out of the metal. And somebody goes, well, how do I keep my cast iron from rusting? Number one, do not use dish soap, clean it. Use hot water for the main thing, and then oil and salt, paper towel, scrub it clean, rinse it well on the heat, dry it thoroughly. And that's how you get her done. So I got bacon, lots of bacon will be cooking. I'm just waiting for the pan to get ready. And then what I do is if I'm not using the baking grease to actually cook the eggs, is I save it. That's all bacon grease. And I use this for baking, for cooking. Instead of lard, I use bacon grease. Instead of seed oil, I use bacon grease. It's healthier for you. And you've already paid for it. Now that the pan is dry, a little bit of oil, not much. And then I rub it through out there to keep the seasoning out. Woohoo! Thought that would get a little warm. There we go. So you see how clean that is? And that's what cast iron looks like after years and years of using it correctly. Now remember, I cook at pretty much a low heat. Take time getting bacon cooked. So I'm going to use the rest of this, and then I have more. The bacon we get from Hy-Vee, two of them. There's one in Bloomington, and there's one in Peru, Illinois. They both have great bacon. One in Bloomington has more flavors. Oh, old Bingster has joined us here. No, maybe. No, she's just sitting at the deck. I thought she was going to join us. Then she turned around and goes, I'm just going to relax. Cats being finicky. Who would have ever thought? Now, when I'm cooking like eggs and veggies, actually I just utilize the bacon grease that I produce. But when I'm not, like today, then I will save it in that container for later use. It's like I try to repurpose as much stuff as I can. My water bottles are Grolsch bottles. And I was surprised to see them on sale on eBay. Some people are selling them for like $10 a bottle. You gotta be kidding me. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I would just go to the liquor store and and buy it, drink the beer, and clean it up. Well, there's Banks. Coming in 3 times. Yeah. Yeah. So I got the bacon cooking. I will probably cook some more once it starts cooking down. I'll add to it. We wash the tomato off and get ready to slice it. I'm not going to slice it yet. I'll keep it as fresh as I can for as long as I can. All right. What's up, pretty kitty? Good, Banks. He's heading for Mama. He's heading for Mama. So BLT is gonna be really good. I tend to like to toast the bread. Just makes the bread a little stronger. Oh yeah, she's up on Mama's lap. Mama was gone for a while. She missed her. So I got bacon there. Got tomato to cook up. Let's clean off the pepper. I think I already did, but we'll do it again. Doesn't hurt to wash stuff twice. Let's talk about nutrition. So turmeric and moringa. I use that for breathing. I just picked up the Balance of Nature. Veggies and things, and always have a multivitamin. Killian, today is a happy pause. Happy news about me. Did a 130 kilogram bench press. And I just turned 65 years old on June 11th. Congratulations. That is awesome. And that's how you stay healthy. 130 gram bench press at 65 is fantastic. Good job. Keep up the good work. Always be lifting, ABL. And always be training. So I just can't tell you the benefits of a healthy lifestyle. It doesn't mean you don't have to be lifting heavy weights, but the heavy weights, like 130 kilograms of that, definitely strengthen your tendons, strengthen your ligaments, strengthens your bones, obviously strengthens your muscles, strengthens your heart, strengthens your circulatory system, and strengthens the mind. All right, it is a pretty much well-supported fact. I'm going to say well-supported, because things change over time, but it's a well-supported fact that exercise also benefits the mind. And what benefits the mind benefits the soul. Alrighty. So the bacon's going to take a while to cook, which it always does. Does a great time for questions and answers and in celebrations. Yeah, next year I want to lift more. There we go. So your next goal is 132.5 kilos. And take your time. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. Don't have to be in a hurry. You just have to be training. And there will be ups and downs. And that's okay. There'll be days you're not going to be as strong as you were the week before. And that's all right. Keep training. Don't get discouraged. I had a coworker been training, and I ran into him last night. He said, well, he took a month off, put his back in the gym. I said, that's how you do it. Taking time off is not a bad idea. Not getting back into the gym is. I do like this knife. First knife I bought from him. I bought this knife, and I bought a second one off him. He sent me 5. So Lucky O'Day at Cutco.com. It should be in the description. Make sure we support. So let's roll the bacon over. I do this because sometimes bacon wants to stick in certain areas before it gets its own grease laid down. And remember, the longer you use cast iron correctly, by cleaning it correctly, the better it gets. Just it's one of those things that just gets better as you use it. That one I've had for 30 years. 32 years, maybe. Yeah, about 32 years. You know, I pick up some other ones. I've got one that's about that big because I had points. I figured, what the heck? It's really something that can only really be used on the grill. Although, now that I do have a really big power burner, I could probably use it here too. If I ever have a large group of people over. While it's getting ready, what I do is I get some more things out. So the bacon's going to go on a plate where I put a couple napkins down to soak up the extra grease. And depending if I want to do dishes or not, I can use plates or I can use a paper plate. Generally, I use the plates because then you can just clean them. You're not making trash. Rolls out. Ta-da! Put them off to the side. Yep, the most important thing, you're absolutely right, is to keep going. Remember, hit the thumbs up, everybody. Help my little YouTube algorithm. Appreciate it. I know it's Saturday. People are out there probably doing fun things. So appreciate you stopping by. This is about a nutrition chat. Having a little enjoyment here at the farm and cooking good food. If you're going to train, you need to eat good food. All right, some people say, oh man, you know, I have to count my carbs, I have to do this, I have to do that. Well, if you're in bodybuilding, you do. But if you're doing just to stay in shape and that, I do eat healthy, but I eat good food. All right, bacon from the butcher, veggies from the garden during the summer when they grow. I try to stay away from the fast food, junk food. I'm not 100% on it, but I'm probably 95%. And food that you cook is better than the stuff that you just new cook. It really is. A lot of times, you know, just for convenience, we buy stuff that we can just throw in the microwave and eat. And I mean, I guess it's better than not eating anything, but it's not the most high quality food. Low quality food is the stuff that you're growing, you're raising, you're cooking slowly, and doing things like that. Well, hi there, Binks. Ready to go back outside again? Don't be public. So eat a little bit, come in, get spoiled, go back out, eat a little bit, come in, get spoiled again. Not too bad from a cat that used to be a wild cat. She has adapted well to the new environment. Hey, Christopher, how we doing? What's up there, Banks? What's that? You want to go out? Okay. Oh, well, let's say hello to everybody first. Let's say hello to everybody first. Huh? Yeah. Let's say hello. You're kind of in a little playful mood. Yeah. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. All right. Well, have fun. Anytime I touch something, I wash my hands. So, was it like 625 you did off that 1.5 blocks, Chris? That's awesome. Great job. So now I'm going to start getting the toast going. The funny thing about the toaster is, the First time, you can let it run the whole time to toast. After that, you gotta bring it up early. Once it gets that preheat in there, it's like, look out. So, fresh lettuce from the garden for BLTs. Tomato I did have to buy. But mine are not ready yet. Then I got a green pepper there for seasoning. What else going on? Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, so I'll keep me active. I've been really active outside. I tell you, before I even go to work, and I leave around last day, I leave around 2:00. I think the last couple days I drank like 7 bottles of water before I even headed to work. So I use the Roach bottles as water bottles because they're resealable. And it's better to keep it in glass than it is in plastic. So I'm trying to think if I have enough bacon. I might have to add bacon. So all I do is every now and then go in there and just, come on. It's hot in there. Even though it's cast iron and you do get even more even cooking in there, there's still right over the flame is going to be the hottest spot. So what I do is I kind of, as the baking strips get individually done, I move them out. And then if I need to, I'll add more into it. Probably couldn't hear me because I was turned around. So I'm just flipping them around, getting them ready. I'm probably going to add some more. BLTs, I'm good for at least 2 sandwiches, and now about 6 pieces of bacon per sandwich. So I need at least 24 pieces of bacon. But only so much fits there at the same time. But as you get them cooked, they cook faster when you get all that grease at the temperature. Hey, Ray. I'm just here for the Scottish coffee. Well, I had that earlier. And it was more like the Irish coffee. I like to use like an Irish cream for creamer. But I did have Scottish coffee when the wife and I were dating. We stopped at a restaurant. It didn't look like much from the outside, but once you got inside, I was like, oh my goodness. It's called the Steakhouse in Ottawa, Illinois. I mean, you got breads that his mother had made. So fresh bread, wonderful steaks. And if we're done eating, he asked me if I wanted a Scottish coffee. I said, sure. Well, I took a sip of that and I said, yeah, there's some scotch in there. It was at least half and half. So luckily we were staying in town just down the street. But it was a really, really wonderful experience and a surprise. We were quite surprised on the quality of the food and service. And it's still there. Someone else bought it though, so it has changed a little bit. And remember, the one consistency in life is change. It is what it is. So, to keep myself active here, where that word is used, multitasking. It's amazing how there's the 2 of us and potato salad for breakfast for me. Oh, that's different. I guess anything, if is it leftover potato salad? If it is, that's even better. Everybody remember, hit the thumbs up. Help the algorithm. Thanks for stopping in. I do appreciate it. and supporting this channel by hitting the thumbs up and the share and buying the materials. We do have shirts and coffee mugs available on my daughter's Etsy shop, which is Fallout Umbrella at Etsy. She has other things there too. If you have people who are in the Navy or likes, so it's _ umbrella Etsy. A lot of fun stuff there. Highly recommend it. Go there, visit, make sure you buy stuff, all that good stuff. Just what you picked up at the store. There you go. I'll get it every now and then. This is what I'm kind of don't want to make my own. The other day I did make up the onions and the green peppers and the jalapeno peppers and the bacon all together. Remember, it was my yes, I have no eggs today live stream. I have eggs today, but we're doing BLTs. Now, if I want to, I could sit there and put an egg on top of that too, but sometimes just you don't need to do too much. Sometimes you just have to get the right amount. Let me go back to live chat here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Sometimes you miss stuff when you do that. Not that I have the chat coming through. Oh, so almost forgot about the toast. So the next one I'll have to pay attention to. Otherwise, it'll get a little charcoal. And I just like to toast it up a little bit, makes the bread a little bit more firmer, and helps hold the sandwich together a little better. So yesterday, if you missed it or not, I picked 50 jalapenos from 2 plants, 40 on one, 10 on the other. Ate one for breakfast, the 2 went off to the side for later. But I can always go back out within a day or 2 and have full-grown ones to pick. And the other ones I gave to Manny at Senior Tequilas, or not Senior Tequila, sorry, older place, at Lamex in Pontiac, Illinois. So if you're ever in Pontiac, Illinois, you want great service, good food, and great margaritas, stop in, say hi to Raquel and Manny, and you will definitely enjoy your experience. Those tiny little red potatoes, yes, we do too. Yeah, and I had those. I've got a bag of the gold, and I have a bag of reds. Now, what I planted this year supposed to be a mixture of all 3, but we'll see what gets produced. You know, the reason I say that is they say, don't mix them up in the bins. And I suspect they get mixed up. Just a suspicion I have. I'll take you eat up just a tad. Oh, and I almost forgot. There we go. I caught that one just in time. Started getting distracted. And it's like, look out. So do I have enough bread? Need to go to the store. Get bread. I'll just have to make me a supersized sandwich. We'll supersize them. So what else of interest in that? So I got my trail cam. I haven't got it set up yet. Well, thanks for the hearts. Appreciate that. I'll probably play with that tomorrow morning. A little wet out there. We had a nice big storm to come through, which we needed. So I rototilled the garden yesterday just in time, because when you break up the soil with the tiller, it will absorb the water much better. Bread making video. Yeah. If you do one of those. That'll be a long live stream. How do I entertain you when we're waiting for everything to rise? That'd be one of those where you do it in batches. All right. Time to do some maneuvering with the bacon. Okay. Heat back down a little bit. Start to spit it. One really thing is to keep that bacon turning. Keep it turning. Yeah, we can do a bread one. Anytime I want to gain about 10 pounds, I'll just make some bread. And boom, there it goes. Bread's pretty easy to make. It's just time consuming. And now I have an oven which I can proof it in. So I actually have an oven where I can set it to 90 degrees and have it proof. I didn't have that before. So what I would do is I'd light a couple candles in there. Yeah. It might get that super chat money. I don't know. Super chat will take off my shirt. See how that works. I'll take my shirt off for a super chat. That's as far as I go. But on the other side, on the other hand, is it too early for a shot of tequila? So I do, this is water. Now later on we are going to go out, miss a sign, we listen to some live music, and also have a couple cocktails. Because man does not live by good food alone. Well, actually you can, but I also have the adage of all work and no play. So I talked about a super chat for the shirt off, and 2 people exited out of the chat, and I don't blame them. It's 5:30 somewhere. Yes, it is. It's 5 o'clock in England. Oh, right. So Mrs. Worm is still alive and well. She was on Alaska Preppers live stream yesterday at 5 o'clock. And so I told her that we were worried about her. And she said she's just been kind of busy and forgetful. So, Mama. I'm invisible today, I guess. You know, this is the second time we popped in. So let me scroll up. You're not invisible. I said hi, or no, did I? So I had it on a setting for like key chats, and sometimes that blocks people. So I do apologize that. No, Gamma Mama, thanks for popping in. And you're not invisible. You just now popped in. I had to switch over to live chat. So I don't know if I missed some. If I did, I do apologize. Scrolling up. Yeah, that was the only one I seen pop up, Gamma Nana. That was the first one, so I do apologize. Everybody say hello. I don't want anybody ever feeling that they're being ignored here. I don't have that many subscribers, so I definitely have time to it. So no, you're not being ignored. YouTube, for some reason, was not showing your post. I do apologize. I don't do that here. I enjoy saying hello to my subscribers. I would even go as far as say it's my highlight of the live chat. Just being able to say hello to people. So everybody say hello to Gawanama. There we go. Yep. No, that's the first one of you I've seen pop up there, so I do apologize if YouTube was for some reason not doing its job. Welcome to the chat. Always happy to see you. And I do see on a lot of the other channels that I follow also. That like minds thing. So I'm pulling off the bacon that's already done. And moving the ones that were out to the outside into the middle. So they'll get done. So I'm going to need some more bacon. Well, let's add them in there. Uh-oh. I heard that you agreed with something with Ray. This could be dangerous. I better read and see what it was. Time to raise up the stuff. What do you say? Hold her the same. I missed something here. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. You seen this worm? There we go. Yep. So bacon makes the world turn. It sure does. It sure does. Life is too short not to eat bacon. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's my story. So recap. There's the lettuce I just picked a little bit ago out of the garden. This is going to be the big tomato I cut up. Fortunately, I had to buy that. My garden's hasn't produced any yet. The green pepper for a side dish. And we'll be ready for some supersized BLTs. I think I got enough in there. Let's wrap up the bacon. Get that back in the fridge. Starting to get a little soft on me. Hey, Preparedness Veteran, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. I do appreciate it. So, green pepper. This is just going to be for like a little snack. So, you know, the vegetables don't have a lot of calories, but what they do have is a lot of nutrition in the way of minerals and vitamins that your body needs for its everyday processing. A lot of times people are like, well, you know, what do you eat vegetables for? You eat them for the minerals. Now, if you are a vegetarian, unfortunately, you have to remember. Okay. You have to remember there's not a lot of calories in them. And very little protein. So it's hard to get all the protein that you need. Did I grow that pepper? Yes, I did. Yep. Pepper I picked just about an hour ago. The lettuce I grew. I picked this about an hour ago. I did upload the video on that on my farms and prepping channel. So I do have a second video, a second channel called MacBean Farms and Prepping. And when I get to it, I'm going to add the term and wildlife. So I do a lot of wildlife ones there. I'm so happy. Now the tomato didn't come from the garden. Too early yet. But the peppers, the jalapenos, I picked 50 jalapenos yesterday. And that video got uploaded on It was on my live stream. And it got uploaded on my farms and prepping channel. And 40 of them came from one plant, 10 from the other. All right, we're cooking with fire now. Things will start happening soon. Well, once again, thanks for everybody popping in. The usual suspects. Gamanana, Ray, Prepper Veteran, Chris, appreciate it. Michael probably doing some family things and that, but I'm sure he'll kind of pop in on the replay, which I do appreciate that also. So I got a little nice thing about green peppers you grow is they're far more flavor in them versus store-bought. I just gotta remember store-bought are very old to begin with. Let's see what they put in. Them taters, yep, I got taters. Taters and maters. Oh yeah, yeah. You either got to start really early or really late there in Arizona. A type of brie. The type of bread? Oh, it's just your store bought. I do make bread, but when I make bread, there's a lot of calories in them. So it's just a white wheat bread from Sara Lee. Now, one of these days when I retire, yeah, I'll probably just make all my own bread. But when I make bread, I eat a lot of it. And I'll put on 10 pounds just like that. Now, this is water. This is not beer. It was beer at one time. Now I use them as water bottles. So I keep six or seven of these in the fridge at all the time. Yes, I did. Not so much in my diet, but in my exercise routine. So, because I had two meets really close together, I had the Iowa games on June 10th, and then Tuesday, July 11th, I'll be in Pittsburgh for Nationals. I didn't do any heavy, low rep lifting. So basically everything was spinning, calisthenics, stretching out, and working on my balance. So what I did is I went to throwing more, being outdoors more, making sure I get that spin there without falling down. So after Tuesday, I will go back to my heavy lifting for a while. And my next event is not until September in Illinois. almost there. Link the other channel in chat. All right, hang on a second. Things I can do that I couldn't do before. And this is one of them. This is Scottish Fitness. I didn't want that one. Why did it do that? Shoot. Christmas. Switch accounts. There we go. Oh, you had to. Not creating an account. All right, I'll have to do it later. We're going to have to do it later, Ray. I thought this was, so it's, that's the name of it. I may have a way. I may have a way. No, I don't want that. Yeah. There we go. All right, now we're cooking with fire. There. There's a link for you. All righty. Bacon's getting close. Anticipation is making me wait. I got 5 more pieces to finish up, and then it will be go time. There we go. Yeah, I was going to say, Ray, that is something you can do. You can do that. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. And I do more of my gardening and walking out to the pond and wildlife on that channel. I'll pop it on this channel every now and then because I make a couple pennies on the videos. But I'm currently at about like 618 subscribers on that one. So it's not quite monetized yet. Maybe in a year or two. What happened with this channel is really, really odd. It just had one video. In the end of December, just went viral. By mid-January, it had 630,000 views. It literally made my channel in about 4 weeks. So I went from like 25 subscribers to 1,300 subscribers. And then all of a sudden, the next thing I did is I got my watch hours. And by January, I was monetized. And back then, YouTube paid much better. They tried to say they didn't do anything different, but they did. And from talking to some other subscribers or other creators that have been on longer, they used to be able to pay better than that too. So I used to, on average, made about 120 to 130 bucks a month. Now I make about 30. So yeah, they did things different. So I'm not doing it to get rich because, yeah, I'd starve. But I do it to hear people like T. Killian saying, hey, I just hit 130 kilos. I'm 65 years old. You know, people saying I'm back in the gym now because of you. That's why I'm doing it. But if it was for the money, well, then I'd be poor. See. Pays out minimum. Yeah, they didn't, but they do now. And, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I didn't do it to become independently wealthy. That'd be great, but you almost have to be unauthentic to yourself to do that. With those buzzwords. Yeah, shopping spree. There you go. So maybe the only way I'll have to make money is say, super chats, and John will take your shirt off. Bueller, hello, is this mic on? Can you hear me in the shitty section? All right. So the bacon is all cooked. I got the tomatoes. I got the lettuce, the bread, the Miracle Whip. You guys, it just ain't a sandwich without Miracle Whip on it. My opinion. There are people out there that like mayonnaise. I like Miracle Whip. And it could be a lot to do. That's just what was, when I was growing up, that's what was in the kitchen. In the fridge was Miracle Whip. So is it because that's what I grew up with? Could be. Regardless. So now we're going to do it by layers. First of all, we do some leaves of lettuce. Lots of lettuce. So we can compress it. And then we do bacon. Big slice of tomato. More bacon. And another thing of tomatoes. Woo woo! Need 20 layers of bacon. There you go. A little bit more bacon. I think I gotta save some for missus. More lettuce. Now lettuce provides flavor and It also protects the bread. So before I can press it down, that is worth the picture. Okay. Camera. Here we go. Get a shot in there. Now we can press it. Ah! And that's eating good in the neighborhood. So, time to let Mama come in and make hers. Everybody, thanks for joining in. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for allowing me to keep my shirt on. Remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, go outside, have fun. Everybody enjoy your weekend. No turkey. No turkey. No plant bacon. No turkey bacon. It's bacon. Stay safe.